crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a seed for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work. To me, I get work. See me do me dirt. So me for that work. When you walk a line. In the cafe, try me, I deserve. Nothing to be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a seed for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work. To me, I be work.
Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Thank you so much for coming by. If it's your first time here, an extra special welcome to you. If you've been here before, thanks for coming by again. Y'all make sure you hit on that bell button. Make sure it turns black. That way you get notifications every time you post, every time I post. Ooh. Also, the thoughts, views, topics, and the opinions expressed in this video are these of me, Mocha Mima, and my guests. If anyone wants to come up, I'm going to open it up. So if you want to come up, you can. All commentary is alleged. Now, today I decided to come and talk about something that has been on my mind, and that is thinking about God's will versus our will. Now, I'm not trying to act like I do everything the right way all the time. And I hear a lot of people talk, we've heard growing up the phrase, God's will be done. And, that was Brianna work, one of those remix things, Aubrey. I can send it to you if you like. So you can have it. That way you can use it on any of your videos or whatever. It's one of those copyright-free remixes, so we don't get a copyright strike. So what I was saying was, like, we'll say God's will be done, and we'll tell other people to sit and wait, and we'll try to wait ourselves. But, we're humans, and the way things are now, especially in 2023, we want everything quick. I know I do. I want stuff quick. And I know I found it very hard to sit and wait on God. And I'm not talking specifically about whether, it doesn't matter whether it's a job, whether it's romance, whether it's money coming in, whether it's this YouTube channel. Like, everything takes time. And God's will for me, and this is not a big religious conversation, because I'm not a big religious person like that. This is just a conversation that I'm having with you guys, I'm having with my family, right? If I want God's will to be done, I have to let God do his work. Like, I have to sit and I have to wait. I have to wait to see if it happens or it doesn't happen. Because I find if I put my hand in it, a lot of times things don't go the way I want. Like it says there on the thumbnail I made on this picture, I like knowing what happens next. Yeah, I'm a person, I have some control issues I've been working on for years. I'm used to being a mother, the head of my family. I'm used to being the one that does things, get things popping, get things going. but I have to wait and let God do his work. Um, like I've said to people before, like it's like me and God are driving in the car, and God's driving, and I'm in the passenger seat, and I'm letting him do his thing, but he's not moving fast enough for me. So from the passenger seat, I start driving the car. I reach over, I kick him out of the driver's seat, and I'm driving from the passenger seat, trying to navigate, and you can't do that. I've often said, God, may your will be done. Then I go back to God with a bat. Yes, I said a bat, and said, God, give me my will back. Right now, give me my will back, or I'm going to take this bat to you. And you know what God says? God says, here, my child, you can have your will back and whatnot. And then when things don't go my way and I go to God, and God says to me, you see how that works for you. Some people don't understand the difference. They they put things out there, they put their hands in things, and they say, well, that's how God wanted it. No, that's what you did. You didn't wait on God for it to happen. You didn't wait on God to make the difference. You didn't wait on God to make the change. You did it yourself. You put your hands in it. You put your hand all, because sometimes we see the person's hand all up in there. We see exactly what they did. And then we wonder why things happen the way that they do. Not to say that some things are God's will, bad things happen, things don't go your way. But like they also say, when one door closes, another door opens, you know? And God makes things happen for a reason. Thank you, Aubrey. And sometimes, it's just, it has to be, you have to say it is what it is sometimes. Sometimes we look at situations and we don't know the full situation. We don't know what's going on in the back. A person will tell you something, they're only giving you their side of it. They're giving you their perspective. You have to look at things all around. And then sometimes you have to say, you know what? I don't know. Like I have no problem saying I don't know. And that's something that was I had to learn. I had to learn to say I don't know. I had to learn to say, you know what? I'm going to sit this one out. Those are things that's learned behavior for me. Because I'm the type of person I'm throwing my cape. I would throw my cape on for everybody. My fists would stay balled up in a fight. I stayed, and that goes back to the video. You guys check out the video I did about being a recovering pick-me-sha. That goes back to that. Like staying with the battery in my back. As I get old, as an adult, allowing people to have the puppet strings and manipulate me to the point where I was like, what am I doing? What satisfaction am I getting out of this? How is this making me a better person? How is this making me feel? What am I showing my grandchildren? What am I showing the community at large, the world at large? Because each experience we have, I pass something on to someone. I pass something on to Aubrey. Aubrey passes that on, her feeling or whatever with it, to someone else. That person may not know me, but my effect that I have on Aubrey, she may pass on to someone else, whether good or bad. You know what I mean? And how she feels, she may pass it on to me, and I pass on to someone else, good or bad. I'm glad you're here, Aubrey, commenting, so I can use you as an example. But those are things we have to really think about and look at. Like we can't tell our children or our grandchildren, let it be God's will, and then we're doing the exact opposite. I can't tell that to my granddaughter, who is an adult now, who has seen me her whole almost 22 years of life, see me do things. Then I go to her and tell her, let it be God's will. But then she sees me put my hands and stuff and not moving right and doing that type of stuff. I can't do that. I have to let God do his thing. And like I said, for me, God, my higher power is God. It may be for something else for you. It could be money. It could be Nordstrom. It could be the tree outside your house. Everyone has their own opinion of who God is for them, and I have no issue with that. Believe in something higher than yourself. So that's my view about it. I'm gonna drop the link if anyone wants to talk. Oh, no, I don't want to leave the broadcast. Oh, I almost ended the thing, y'all. I be moving, so my mind be going a mile a minute sometimes. Oh, thank you, Aubrey. So if anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to come up and talk. But it's just that that's how I look at things. Like we have to start like letting God do His thing. Especially as we get older. Like we can't say that we're older and have more wisdom and all this stuff if we're still doing that stuff in our 20s, if we're still living in our 20s and 30s, when back then everything was up in the air, back in our 20s and 30s. All right, Aubrey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Like really, for me, it's about me living in the right now and letting God do His work right now, and not thinking at my age of close to 60, even saying, you know what, um, well, I don't have that much longer on the earth, so I'm going to give up. Even with that, no, participating in my life and trying to do better, trying to work past the depression that I have sometime over my daughter not being here, like tomorrow for Mother's Day, and her having my three grandchildren suffering because their mother's not here on Mother's Day. You know, me thinking about the fact that that I don't have a good relationship with my mother. However, I have to protect my peace at all costs. And if it's my protecting my peace is to stay away from her, that's what I have to do. Now she may feel differently, and she's allowed to feel differently. But I know for me that I have to protect my peace. So, that's where I am with that. You know. So you guys, I'm glad you're here. It's a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in Connecticut. Right now, I got a pot of red beans and rice cooking on the stove. Um, I might go out and buy some fried chicken because I don't like frying chicken. I don't know, my fried chicken to me, the kids say it's good, but to me, I don't know. I guess I'm my biggest critic when it comes to my cooking, and so to me, sometimes it doesn't taste right, and sometimes I just don't feel like standing over the stove to fry chicken because you got to be able to stand there and do it. So for me, I will go to the store and buy it, because the price I pay for it in the store is cheaper than my time and getting it all set and everything, and that's what I do. So I'm going to drop the link again if anyone wants to come up and share on the topic of God's will versus our will, and how we just need to let God do His thing and not push Him out the way, and act like we're like He's God and we're vice, the co-God, or vice God, like vice president, vice God. Like we're not that. We're not that at all. He got this, you know. So y'all, well, I'm going to end the live. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate it. Please go to my channel. Please subscribe. Let me drop the link for my channel for you guys. Check out my shorts. I put out shorts pretty much every day. Oh, here's the link. I put out shorts every day. Is this allowing me to copy? I don't know if it's allowing me to copy it. Yeah, there we go. I put out shorts every day. So right now, there's a lot of, I've been putting out a lot of Beyonce shorts because she's been out there. She's out there in, she was just in Stockholm and she's on her way. Her next stop, I believe, is Brussels. So I've been getting a lot of the concert footage and putting that out there because I'm going to see her this summer at 2 different cities. So I'm looking forward to that. And there's a lot of concerts coming up. We're getting to be back outside like we were before the pandemic. So everybody be safe out there in these streets. There are still people that are still contracting C-19. So just be careful out there. And once again, I love you. I appreciate you for coming by, for hanging in here with me on your Saturday. This was just a little something if you're trying to clean up or wash dishes or cook. It was a little something for you to listen to. So with that, let me just play. Oh, thing doesn't. Oh, here it goes. Let me just play this one last thing for you guys.
Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos. Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos.
All right, y'all. Just remember to protect your peace at all times. Remember, let go, let God. He got this no matter what, no matter how much you want to put your hands in it. He got it. And once again, thank you and have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I will see you in the next video.
Work, work, work. To me, I can work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, in the girl, them hurt, dirt, 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 dirt. Try me, I deserve it. Let the devil lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'm a sleep for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and